November edition of Heart of the Cardinal here live from the Betsy M. Ross Sports Link studios. And today we have two guests with us on our November show. Ball State softball player Maia Pietrzak joins us in a moment. But first up, women's basketball player Bree Salenbien. Bree, really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How's everything been going since you joined Ball State basketball?
It's been so fun. Big adjustment for sure. But I mean, it's what I've wanted and I've been getting it. So it's been nice. So.
You said it's what you've wanted.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, coming from Gonzaga, I've had the injury bug for sure. And it's just nice to be able to play, gain a little confidence back, have people believe in me. And I just feel so free when I'm playing right now. So it's really nice.
What makes you play free?
I would say the system here is perfect for me. And I don't know. I'm just playing within the system. And I said in one of my other interviews, when I don't go cuckoo, like Coach Brady says, like it works really well for me. So I'm just trying to stay within the system, play how I know I can play and play how they believe I can play. And it's been working out. So.
You mentioned the system. You mentioned Brady. From a holistic approach, when you first had conversations with Brady and staff, what clicked to make you say, okay, I feel like this is going to be a home?
I think just you can tell the belief people have in you when you have a conversation with people. And I really got that with them when I came here on a visit. And, yeah, just their plan. He really you have to ask the tough questions. And one of the questions was like, everybody's gone. Like, what are we going to do? And his answer to that was like, this can be something you build. Like, it might be harder to go into a team where you're the only transfer. But here we have so many new people. Like, we get to make it our own. And I think we've been doing that, and we're doing a pretty good job so far. So,
what's it like to jump into a new program and be a leader right off the bat?
It's a lot. Sometimes it's a lot of pressure, but again, it's something I wanted. I wanted a bigger role. And at Gonzaga, I've had to really learn a different leadership role from on the sidelines. So I feel like that has taught me a lot, and I've been able to bring that here a little bit. Of course, it's different on the court, but I'm a vocal leader. Like, I'm always talking, like, on the court. And I think that's something that's helpful for here. A lot of people, we have a lot of freshmen, so of course they're not going to talk as much. And so bringing that is helpful for a team, so.
You mentioned Gonzaga a couple of times. What did you learn most while you were there?
A lot about myself. Injuries was a rough time, but I think just I learned that basketball is not everything, and that's crazy because I'm playing basketball and I wanted to play my fifth year too, but it is true. I'm just having fun with it, and I don't know. It is not the end of the world when you lose a game or you have to keep a good perspective. So I've definitely learned that. Especially
when you've had to overcome what you had to overcome.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody sees the behind the scenes except really your teammates, your family. Everybody can create their own opinions. So it's hard. But I mean, I got through the other side. So here we are.
From a basketball perspective, what'd you learn the most during your college career before Ball State?
College is just a different experience. Coming out of high school, you can have all of the things by your name, but at the end of the day, you have to go on the court, and it's you against the other team or you against the other girl you're guarding. So everyone's a D1 player, and so I learned that none of that stuff really matters going into college. I think I had kind of a big head, if you want to. So I kind of got knocked down a level, but I don't know. It's been a journey. So
what helped you stay grounded throughout all that?
Through the injuries or like the getting knocked down a peg?
Yeah, through you learning about the college game.
Yeah. I would say my family, and then at Gonzaga, we had 5 girls come in as a freshman. So I think just your teammates around you, we have that here too. Like, the team's just amazing. We've clicked really well. And that's the beauty of a team sport. You get to go through it with these girls and be there for each other. And so it's been nice.
What's been your favorite part about this group through 6 games? It's a young season so far, but what's been your favorite part about it?
It's a funny group, for sure. We make each other laugh. But we've had some hard-fought ones. Our first 2 we had to grind it out. And then we kind of found a little bit of rhythm and stuff. So I would just say we're so eager. Like, we're eager to win. We're eager to do well for each other, for the coaches, for this program. Like, we know the expectation we have to live up to. And even though it's a different team, like there's still that standard, there's still that expectation. So we've had to figure things out, and we're still figuring things out. So
How have your teammates made you better?
just in practice, we're going at it every day. We're playing against each other. We're playing against our practice guys. Like, we all make each other better. And we all learn different things in each practice, each game. It's just a learning experience.
You mentioned learning things. What have you learned the most about yourself since you got to Ball State?
I would say how much more you can do with a little bit of confidence. Like, over the past couple games, I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence, and it's been really nice to have that again. I feel like that was like old Bree, and then I kind of got injured, and now I'm getting back to how I kind of used to play. So,
Is that confidence coming from a lot of different spots, do you feel like?
I think so. I mean, it's nice when your shot goes in. That helped last game. But every shot that I'm taking, I'm like, I feel good about it. And that's how you kind of have to play. And so, yeah.
Ball State fans have been able to see how you play the first 6 games of the season. How would you describe what your style of basketball is?
I would say just versatile. Is that the right word? Versatile. Just being able to shoot the three, and then here I'm able to kind of exploit mismatches with how we play, and we're getting the hang of that too. We weren't really doing that in the beginning of the season, but now we're able to kind of do a high-low thing. So it's been good, and I've never rebounded like I have before, so it's those extra possessions really help, and so yeah.
I think we've seen it throughout the course of Coach Sally's 14 years here at Ball State. Players play to their strengths within the program. How have you seen that work best for you?
Yeah, and I think that's different from a lot of programs. I think they have their set systems, and then they make players fit into their systems. But here, I really do think that he does a good job of getting players and then putting those players into the best spots to have them succeed. And I think we're doing that quite well right now. So.
Because it seems like the whole team can bring the ball up if they wanted to.
Yeah, we push the ball for sure. It's nice to get it out to those point guards, but we definitely push. And we do so many transition drills in practice, so that's part of the game plan for sure.
What have you learned about Brady Sally in defense since you came to Ball State? I think that's the question everybody wants to talk about.
Oh, man. To be honest, I didn't really play much defense before I got here. That was definitely one of my weaknesses. And I'm not sure I still do play much defense, but I try. He's just an insane motivator. I've said it before, like, I will literally run through a wall for him. And he's gained that respect from me and from everybody. And he's just a great coach who gains respect, and that's a big part of the game. So,
why would you run through a wall for him?
The respect part. I genuinely think he's a really good coach, and he knows what he's talking about. And not even that, like, he doesn't expect too much, and he's really realistic about things. And he just really knows what he's talking about. I'm hyping him up a lot. He better not listen to this.
Hold on, Brady, if you're watching.
No, don't watch. I'm going to hear about this later.
You definitely will.
Yes.
You definitely will to practice.
Yes. He's got jokes. He's got jokes for sure.
Ooh. We could go down a path here.
Yeah, no, we're not going to.
Favorite Bradyism?
Oh, gosh. Right now, he's really on the 6'7" trend, and he's overused it, too much. So I've stopped laughing, and he knows that.
Oh, you stopped?
Yeah.
You've just quit?
I've stopped encouraging it.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Post-game press conference a few games ago, he did it after Carson was talking.
And you saw my reaction.
And your reaction was priceless.
I've stopped.
Was that the moment you said it's over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he still does it?
Yeah, but he knows it. He'll look at me to see if I'm laughing, and I'm like, nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Brady, this is your plea. This is the plea to 6'7's no longer
Please
a thing.
stop.
What was the first conversation you had with this coaching staff to say, you know what, this is where I'm going?
It was with Audrey out of the portal. I think they said it before in some interviews, but they kind of knew who I am coming out of high school. And that's the nice thing about transfer portals is you get to reopen those connections that you had. And I didn't have a very big connection with them coming out of high school. I don't necessarily know if they were in the running, but when I entered the transfer portal, they reached out, and me and Audrey had a really good connection off the bat. And then I did a couple visits. I came home for a week, actually.
Okay.
And then I got to visit a couple schools while I was back home. And this was my last stop. And they were like, all right, what do we got to do to get you here? And I was like, all right, hold on. I have a few more schools I want to look at. But ultimately, I went back to Spokane, tried to clear my head a bit. And then, yeah, I made the call to Audrey and Brady, and the other coaches were on the call too. So. And then just told them I was coming here. But it was great.
It seems like Audrey's been at the heart of so many recruiting visits for Ball State women's basketball athletes. How did her connection with you help push that over the edge and say, this is home?
I think it's helpful when the respect piece again. She played, like, she was really good. And you can tell that when she talks to you, like, there's just no baloney with them. Like, they give it to you straight, and that hasn't changed since I've got here, and I do appreciate that. And you can tell when someone's being genuine, and when they're kind of giving you some fluff. So I think I could just tell they were being genuine with Audrey and Brady. So.
And it sounds like you've been able to do that back and tell Brady to stop doing 6'7". Yes. Like, it sounds like it goes both ways.
It does go both ways.
Bree, how would you overall describe your basketball journey up to this point? High school, college, growing up, how would you describe it?
It's just been a lot of fun, but I had a lot of ups and downs, and that's with anything. But I think I've had to learn not to put so much into basketball, because that's really dangerous, because you can have it taken away. It's a fleeting thing, and the ball is, my dad always says this, the ball's going to go flat at some point, and I kind of not live by that saying, but that's a big part of how I view basketball, because there is a life outside of it. And I don't think I necessarily knew that in high school or my freshman year, but I've definitely learned that. So.
Do you feel like that takes pressure off of you to perform in basketball, just to say, you know what, there's other things in life too that are important?
It's hard to really, really believe that, but it is, you try to. But at the end of the day, you are human, and the pressure does weigh sometimes. But yeah, when you can have that foundation and have that to lean back on, you can remind yourself. So.
When did basketball start for you?
My dad's always been a coach, so it's always been in my life. I remember me and my sister were ball girls when we were little. But fun fact, I actually hated basketball growing up. Yes.
We can unpack a lot here.
Yeah. I wasn't good at it. I was really tiny, really skinny, like just this long, lanky girl walking around. And I just was not very good at it. And so you don't want to do something you're not very good at. So I kind of strayed away. And my sister was always like the one that was working hard at it. Like she was really good in my eyes. And, but yeah, my dad was always a coach. So he kind of got us into it. And then middle school, I kind of started getting kind of good at it and seeing how I could succeed at it. So I started liking it a bit more.
Did you have another sport in mind growing up before basketball really became the thing?
No. I mean, your typical like soccer, but no. Basketball was always, we were playing it. I just didn't really enjoy it, but here we are.
Interesting. We talk to a lot of athletes, so that it feels like there's similar stories. Oh, I didn't like football. Oh, I didn't like basketball growing up. Oh, I didn't really get into swimming until later. It's interesting to hear you say that. And now basketball's the sport for you.
Yeah, I think it's common to not be good at something and not want to do it, and then you kind of catch your stride. You grow into your body a bit. Like that's what happened to me, and so yeah.
If you didn't play basketball, what would the other sport be?
I'd have to say volleyball. I really enjoy volleyball. I played that in high school, so.
Okay, yeah. That tracks.
Yeah.
When you look at your overarching goals for this season, Bree, what are they from a personal standpoint?
I said this at the beginning, just staying healthy. That's one of my biggest goals. I haven't had a healthy season yet, I don't think. Like, got to play a full season, so that is the main goal. And then really just enjoy this last season. I mean, it's the last time I'll probably get to be on a team if I don't pursue like a professional career or anything. So really enjoy these girls, build those relationships. Yeah, and enjoy the heck out of it and win lots of games.
Yeah, that's a fun piece too. That helps. Favorite spot on campus outside of Worthen Arena or Shondell? Because you probably spend 80% of your time when you're not in class.
Well, to be honest, I have online classes.
Okay.
So
Okay. Even
but
better.
my favorite is probably the North Dining Hall where they have like all the food and everything.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a good spot.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. When they built that and put all the food
Yes.
courts in there, I think that was a win.
Yeah.
That was a win for everybody. Bree, is there anything that we haven't talked about that Ball State fans might find interesting about you? Fun facts, anything like that growing up?
Ooh. Well, I have 3 siblings and they love like supporting, and I got to have all of them at a last game, so it was really fun. And my brother got to come, and I was like, you got to come every game, dude, because this was good luck for me.
Did you see these results this season?
Yes, I was like, you need to come more often. But yeah, my family's everything to me, and to have them be able to be so close. It's a 3-hour drive now compared to 27-hour drive, so it's very nice to have them be able to come to games and stuff.
Did they ever make the 27-hour drive, or would they fly?
Flew.
Okay.
Yeah. My
Okay.
dad actually drove my car to me one time, but then he flew back. So he did make the drive once.
I mean, that's dedication.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
27 hours, that's no joke.
Yeah.
Longest road trip that you've ever done?
That is the
That is?
longest. Yeah. I drove
Okay.
my car back when I came back home
Oh, wow.
with my dog. I have a
Okay.
dog.
You have a dog. What's the dog's name?
Blizzy.
Blizzy. What kind of dog is Blizzy?
He's a Bernedoodle.
Bernedoodle. Okay.
I got him at Christmas last year.
Okay. How old is Blizzy?
I just turned a year in October.
Okay, you're in
So
October.
he's-
Awesome.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, did you have any other dogs growing up, or is this your first dog?
Well, we had when we were really little, but not like growing up. But yeah, it's my first one. I kind of got it as like an emotional support. Like I didn't think I was going to take my other year, so I was like, yeah, let's get a dog. But then I decided I was going to play another year. So he lives with my family at the moment, but I will get him back.
Okay. So Blizzy lives with the family.
Yes.
You got Blizzy before basketball came back into the picture, and you said
Yes.
Blizzy was a Christmas gift.
Yeah, to myself.
Okay, to yourself. I love that. When did you decide that you wanted to play the 5th year then? Because if you got Blizzy in Christmas
Yeah.
time, when was that 5th year on the table?
Yeah. I didn't actually start playing last year until after Christmas. So I kind of thought it was over for me, to be honest. And then I just slowly started progressing in my rehab. And yeah, it was towards the end of the season where it was really a decision. Do you want to put your body through another year, or do you want to kind of go out healthy? Because it is a risk that I'm taking. But at the end of the day, I just love playing basketball so much. And I felt like it was going to be a disservice to do all that work to get back and then not play again. So
What's the transfer portal like as a student athlete?
it is an animal for sure. People would tell you, like I've had teammates do it. And so they gave me some advice and everything, and they've talked about it. But going into it, it's like speed dating is how I've described it. Like it's, you know what questions to ask, you know who's being genuine or not. And it's a quick process. You take your visits, and you kind of got to decide, like those spots are being taken
Right.
on the other end of it. Like of course they want you, but at the end of the day, it is a business. And so those spots can be taken. So it's kind of like a game of who's going to get it first. So.
And you'd spent 4 years at one place.
Yeah.
So for you to be in a new situation, I'm sure it was different for you.
Yeah, I hadn't done it in 4 years, and it's different from high school recruiting. In high school, you're building those relationships, like you're really building those, and then when you do it out of college, it's quicker, and you kind of got to get straight to the point and ask the hard questions. So,
What are you looking forward to most the rest of the year?
ooh, playing lots of games, winning lots of games. I just am playing with my teammates. I am excited to start conference play, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't played in the MAC before, obviously, but it's all these schools I grew up watching, so it's weird because it's really close to home. So it'll be fun playing those schools, and those schools are actually closer to my family than here is, so it'll be nice to have more family be able to come and watch. So
All the directional Michigan schools.
yep, all of them. So it'll be nice.
Florida's on the table coming up soon as well, so get to escape the cold, get to some warm
It'll
weather.
be really nice.
A lot of traveling for the squad in non-conference.
Yeah.
South Dakota. Have you been to South Dakota before?
No, well, We did play them, but I don't think we ever went there.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louisville's on the table as well.
Yeah.
So some road trips.
I've been to Louisville, yes, some road trips. It's a heavy away season, so lots of road trips. We've had a bit of ups and downs with the road trips, so hopefully they go smoothly.
Yeah,
But,
a lot of travel situations.
Yes.
A lot of travel situations.
But it all makes for great memories. I mean, it's things you'll never forget. Like the airport you're stuck in for 10 hours. Like, you'll just never forget it.
Is that the longest you've been stuck in an airport?
No.
Craziest airport story. Here we go.
Oh,
this is a
geez.
good rabbit hole to go
quick. We went to the Bahamas. I don't even know what year it was for Thanksgiving tournament. I think we flew private like halfway and then got on a plane in Florida,
Okay.
and then flew over there. And then on the way back, they weren't expecting our plane or something, so there was no spot for us to land. And then we finally got there, and you have to go through customs, right? And
True.
But they weren't expecting our plane, so it's like weird. Someone's coming in our country. The plane's not supposed to be here. So we had that whole debacle, and then we flew to Oklahoma City from Florida, I think, and then we were chartering, so we flew
Okay.
there, and the flight crew had been flying quite a bit, so their time was up. So
Oh, no.
we couldn't fly home. We had to stop for the night in some random city, and we got Domino's pizza, and we had a night. It was late, and we had to spend the night, get up early, and then fly back home because the crew went over their hours.
So 10 hours is nothing.
No,
at this
that was a long trip. That one, yeah, that was rough.
That's a good story to have, though.
Yes, they do make for good memories for sure.
And it seems like whenever you go to the Bahamas for a trip, there's something that comes out of it,
It's
whether
a
it's the
tricky place
experience
to
of
get to.
playing or the trip overall.
Yeah, but it is an amazing trip, and that's one thing basketball has brought me, like amazing trips, and places I would never have gone if I wasn't playing basketball. So.
You mentioned it earlier, life after basketball. What are your other interests, hobbies outside of the game?
I'm hoping to be a teacher when I'm done. That's what my degree is in psychology. So I'm hoping to do that, or I don't know. Playing professionally is still kind of on the table. I'm not sure. It's just something I've never thought of because I thought it was off the table, and now it's kind of back on the table. So there's a lot of decisions that need to be made. But I was talking to some of my coaches. It's a decision like for the last game. Like,
Absolutely, you've got time.
after it's over, because there's not much you can do about it now. So.
For sure. What grade would you want to teach?
Ooh, my dream grade is probably first grade.
First
or
grade,
kindergarten.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm young, like the younger grades. I did my student teaching in fourth, so.
Okay. Did you have like a moment where that happened where you said, I want to teach, or was it learn from somewhere?
It was kind of a gradual thing. My whole family's in teaching, so I feel
okay.
like it is a profession that gets passed down. Like you see your parents being teachers and everything. Like my aunts and uncles are in the schools. My dad's in the schools. So I've been around it. And it was actually something I tried to push off. Like I wanted to do something like easier. Like I'm playing college basketball. It is a tough thing to do. Like student teaching while playing basketball, it was tough. But it just kind of kept coming back to mind. And it's a little different. Like you do have to have a job after basketball. So like you want to do something you love. And I'm not saying you can't do anything with like a communications degree or like a business degree or something like that. But I just kept coming back to it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Oh, that's awesome. How did you balance student teaching and playing at the same time?
Yeah, I did it my last semester in school, and it was difficult, but the school worked with me really well,
That's
and my coaches worked with me really well. They've had girls that had done it in the past, but it is tricky. Like it's a full day. I was student teaching half the day and then practice half the day, and it was just a lot to think ahead on and schedule out and be on top of it. And then once basketball season ended, I finished the year out with the kids to get all my time in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It was difficult, but I'm glad I did it.
So you mentioned playing, professional basketball is on the table. You have a lot of international teammates. What have you learned from your international teammates?
I've actually always had international teammates. My best friend is an international teammate from Gonzaga. So it's not different to me to have these internationals on the team, but they're great. I mean, we have a good time. They teach us their different languages sometimes, and I mean, it's just nice to get to know their cultures and where they come from, and yeah, it's been nice.
How many languages can you speak now?
I could say like one word in French, one word in Italian. Spanish is probably the best. There's 3 of them, so they they spread the wealth.
They spread the wealth.
But it is funny. We'll speak in different languages or try to different words and stuff that we know. And Coach Brady gets in on it too sometimes, which is
I have no doubt.
yeah.
I have no doubt. Well, Bree, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on everything, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. Gainbridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
We're back here on Heart of the Cardinal from the Betsy M. Ross Sports League studios in the Letterman building. Maia Pietrzak from Ball State Softball joins us. Maia, appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Happy Thanksgiving as well.
Thank you. You too.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
I gotta go with some good homemade mashed potatoes. My dad makes some good, and he makes some good homemade gravy too to go on top. So definitely looking forward to that this year.
Not sure how you beat that.
Can't.
Are you a stuffing person? Yes, no, maybe?
In moderation.
Okay.
I'm not like a crazy stuffing person, but gotta eat it because my dad made it. So gotta, yeah.
So dad's a good cook.
He's a really good cook. He used to be a chef. So Thanksgiving's elite at my house.
Oh my
for
gosh,
sure.
I would say so. Is cranberry sauce something that happens at your house?
We buy it out of the can,
Okay.
but I absolutely love it. I love cranberry sauce.
I've never had it. Be the first to admit it. I've never had cranberry
What?
sauce. Yeah, I like cranberry juice, but I've never had cranberry sauce.
Is
so
there a reason or just?
just never thought about it. Honestly, just never thought about it. Okay, awesome. So just a lot of family time, it sounds like, for you guys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, lots of family time, lots of cooking. Hopefully my dad lets me cook a dish this year, but he's always like, you're out of my kitchen on Thanksgiving. You can make whatever you want the night before, but you're out of my kitchen on Thanksgiving.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that a lot. Maia, you're going into your junior year of competition. What have the first 2 years helped prepare you for this year?
You know, I feel like freshman year definitely just helped me build respect for my teammates in the program and kind of just build a good foundation of work ethic and what it's like to work and compete at a Division I level. My sophomore year, I definitely wanted to challenge myself a little bit more and step into more of an impactful role on the team and kind of even challenge myself though I was an underclassman, like being a leader on the team, and kind of using the hard work that I learned my freshman year to help me set a good example for the team my sophomore year. So yeah, just lots of hard work, lots of building up my confidence in my game, fielding and hitting. Hitting's been a huge part for me, just because in the years past, I haven't always been like the most confident hitter. It's never been something that I've been known for, but especially last year, I feel like it really helped me in that journey for sure. So I'm really grateful for the past 2 years.
You had a 7 home run jump from freshman to sophomore year. You mentioned the hitting is something you've been working really hard on, and the average was up over 350 as well. So when you look at those things combined with what you just said, what was the work that you did from freshman to sophomore year that said, hey, I want to emphasize hitting and make sure I'm where I want to be?
Yeah, it started with an honest conversation that I had with our hitting coach, Coach Burns, where I sort of just opened up to him and was like, yeah, I'm not the most confident hitter. Like, it's never been a really big part of my game, but it's something that I really want to do, and it's something that I know that I have to be good at to be able to play. So, yeah, and then looking over lots of film with Coach Burns, going home that winter break of sophomore year and freshman year, just with a plan of what I wanted to work on, and just putting in the hours, honestly, and trusting Coach Burns, trusting what he saw in my swing and what he was saying about it. Yeah.
What was the biggest thing in your swing that you said, okay, this is how we can work it?
The biggest thing for me was being able to hit in the ground and being comfortable with hitting in the ground. There was also freshman year, there was this weird, it's hard to describe, but it was something that we saw in film that was this weird like double clutch thing in my back arm before I went into my swing. So it's such a hard thing to work through just like the small little mechanical things, because it's all muscle memory, like you're used to doing it your whole life. So that winter break, that was my freshman year, and that winter break I went home and just like broke it down to basics and kind of just got my swing mechanically good. And then sophomore year was more about hitting in the ground, getting my best swing off, and building that confidence.
How do you work on something like with a double clutch? Like when you're watching the tape and you see, okay, that's something that we can try to address. How do you get rid of that from a muscle memory standpoint? Because you've probably been doing that for a lot of your career.
Yeah, it's a lot of just like small reps, even just like going from here just to load like a million times, doing it in the mirror. I work at a hitting facility back home, so I'm really grateful that I'm able to use their facility. So I would set up my camera, send it to Coach Burns, and be like, hey, it's getting a little bit better. And it was just like a day-by-day thing of just really paying attention to the details there and working through it and trying not to get too frustrated, giving myself grace that I understood where I was going and understood the process, but I just had to take care of that small thing.
It's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to reverse something that you've been doing for a long time. First in the MAC and runs scored for you this year, or for last year. How much pride do you take in making sure that you are somebody that's always on base and the first one to score?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that pride goes into hitting before Michaela Timmons also.
She was pretty good.
Yeah, like
she was
really
okay.
appreciated her for a lot of those runs. I'm not gonna lie, it was great to hit before her, but just knowing that all I had to do was get on base and then my teammates behind me would hit me in. I definitely explored a bunch of different parts of my game last year. Like bunt for hit was a huge thing for me. I think it's like the most fun thing ever. I always say that I almost wish that I was a slapper just because I could play more small game and like be more with my speed and stuff like that. But yeah, just getting myself on, not making it too complicated. Like I don't need to be hitting home runs when I got power hitters behind me. No, I just got to get on base.
But you had the power. In addition to getting on base, the 7 home runs, 60 runs. What is Michaela Timmons like as a teammate?
Oh, she is the hardest worker that I've known, and she's so extremely humble, and she's a great leader because of how just like gentle of a leader, if that makes sense. Sort of, she's not like all like intense and in your face. Like she's really calm, and she brings you back to earth. But she also ramps you up when the time calls for it. I've learned a lot from her. Just the fact that we all know she could have went and played at some big school last year, but she came back again because she loved the program and she loved playing with us. And I think that just like speaks volumes for her character. And yeah, I don't think I've ever played with a person like Michaela Timmons. I don't think I ever will. She's just a 1 in a million type of player.
No, that's awesome. And the way that she leads and the way that everybody seemed to embrace that type of leadership is something to marvel at. And it seems like every player was able to take a leadership quality from that and use it for future years too and pass that down.
Yeah, for sure. I think a big part of it was, again, just like leading by example from her, not trying to do too much with your game, not trying to be too much of a leader, just kind of being humble and just putting your head down and working.
You said not being too much of a leader in terms of like overbearing. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Yeah, like intense and like that sort of leader that comes from a more like selfish place, like just being an unselfish leader.
Awesome. And you said that you've challenged yourself more to be a leader.
Yeah.
In your junior season now, how are you taking that jump from sophomore year to junior year of being a leader?
Yeah, sophomore year, that was my first year being on the leadership council, and then it was sort of, I knew that my identity as a leader was sort of to just lead by example. I hadn't yet built up the confidence to like talk in front of the team or kind of like call people out, stuff like that. And a lot of it comes from just like, anxiety. Like you never know like how your teammates are going to take you. You don't want to be too much. But I think this year, a big growth moment that I have is just realizing that I do have a lot to bring to the team, and I do have like good leadership qualities, and just kind of trusting my voice a lot, knowing that my leadership won't come from that selfish place. It won't come from that selfish place, and that when I'm choosing to lead with my voice, it's because I want to help out my teammates and I care about my teammates. And that's just been a huge thing for me this year, just like growing that voice.
What you said right there sounds like Coach Pena has helped instill those things too, because when I talk to Coach Pena, when I see Coach Pena coach, it sounds like those are the qualities that she's teaching. How much have you learned from her?
I mean, I learned so much from Coach P. I've never really had a coach like her that can just sort of, she really prides in mental strength and that sort of mental health journey that a lot of people don't talk about outside of softball, and being able to kind of do that inner work on yourself so then you can be good for the team. A lot of things that she talks about is our pillars are like relentless effort, communication. She's going to yell at me because I'm blanking on the rest.
Uh-oh. Coach, don't watch this part.
Nope, don't watch it. But yeah, she definitely sets us up with such a strong foundation for leadership. She actually had to start going to, the whole team goes to leadership meetings with Pietrzak, and we all just kind of learn how we all have individual qualities of a leader that are beneficial to the team. And no, not even like a freshman or someone that's been here for 4 or 5 years. Like, no one is too good or not good enough to be a leader on the team, and everyone's leadership qualities and voice are a value and an asset.
Because everybody has a different voice.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that helps with the council to be able to say, hey, here's my style, here's your style.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite part about this group this season?
I think that it's just so many different personalities, and a lot of our team's new. Like, half of our team is new this year. And so coming into it, it was sort of like, I really hope we all get along. Like, they seem like great people. They have really great talent, but like, I just really want to make sure that this team clicks. And just every single person, it's been so great getting to know every single one of them. So just, we spent a lot of time this past fall getting to know each other and building that bond. We've done a lot of team bonding activities. Like, we've done a cook-off night. We went to Top Golf. We did a soup night too. So all just like super fun stuff. We love to be around each other, so I think that's what excites me the most.
A cook-off night. Who won?
I did.
Well, that's a good answer.
Well, me and Lindsay did.
Okay.
Me and Lindsay were on a team together. We half of the team was you can either sign up as a chef or a judge, and half the team sign up as a chef or a judge, and then paired off into teams. And you had to cook a dish, present it to the judges, and then they judged pretty hard too. They definitely gave critiques. One of the critiques, one of my teammates made this shrimp taco dish, and one of the critiques was there wasn't the same amount of shrimp in every single one of the tacos.
Wow.
So they got points off. So they were pretty hard about it.
A lot to unpack here. First, I'm hungry. Second of all, your dad's probably very proud of you for winning that competition.
That's true.
Especially with his chef background. 3, that's awesome. That's a good competition.
Yeah.
That's not as many shrimp in each. That's pretty nitpicky.
They are. I mean, it was an intense competition. We took it very seriously.
I love it. How have you seen this group kind of gel together in practices too? I know that a lot of the time right now spent in those competitions and away from the field, but from a practice standpoint, how are you seeing the group come together?
I think definitely our time spent off the field really helps us in our on-field play, but also this is the first year that it's kind of been every single person puts in so much hard work on their own team. It's not like you're kind of questioning whether or not that person's working on their own. We know for sure that every single person is putting in the time and effort. So I think that really helps us in in-team practices because we have that respect and appreciation for each other's hard work. So yeah, I think that helps us a lot in practices. And then also, I mean, you have to get to know each other. You're coming in all new. There's a lot of new people in the infield, so getting to know everyone's throws, getting to know everyone's tendencies, like their cut on the ball, everything like that. So it's been a process getting to learn everyone's tendencies and stuff like that. But I think that especially in the last month or so that we had in the fall, we really started to click together and play well as a team.
I feel like that's an underrated portion of learning your new teammates is the tendencies, throwing from the outfield, on the infield, how they run to second base to cover a double play. It feels like that's an underrated piece of learning new teammates.
Yeah, it is. And a big part of like getting to know that is coming in for extra work. Like I text all the infielders and I'm like, come on, let's go work and just like really take the time to get to know each other. So then when we show up for our team practices, we can be ready and we can show off, hey, look, coach, look at how much we've been working. Look at how good we're getting with each other. Yeah, so yeah.
That's awesome. What's been some of your favorite memories so far at Ball State?
Gotta think. There's been so many.
There's been a lot of good moments the last couple of years.
So many good moments. I feel like every trip to the MAC tournament is just so much fun. Going to California last year was a ton of fun. Got to go to the beach, got to see where Coach Pena grew up, which was really cool. But really, I mean, just the small things like bus rides with the team, singing karaoke in the back of the bus, like just the small things, getting to be around each other, because this is really just like, it's my best friends on the team, and they're my sisters, and I just, any moment that I get to spend with them is just honestly just the best.
Could get you in trouble here. You mentioned karaoke. Who's the best?
The best at karaoke? Probably, I gotta think. Because I'm setting them up for they might be asked to do karaoke now if
That's
I call
true.
them out for being
You could
the
always
best.
just say Coach Burns. Like, that's fine, too.
Oh, yeah, Coach Burns.
Perfect.
For sure.
There you go, Coach. You're next
yeah,
up.
He did have to do karaoke the first year because it's a tradition that we do that any new people on the team have to go and do karaoke on the first MAC trip.
Oh. How did yours go?
It was great. I sang Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
Good choice. Good
Yeah,
choice.
I killed it.
That's amazing. Now we got to see Coach Burns do it. I'm really intrigued at
Yeah, you'll have
what
to
this
ask
could be.
him.
I need to know what his song would be.
He did.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, what did he do? I can't think of it. It was like some rap song. It was so amazing. I think I just blacked out at the song. It was so amazing.
that's awesome. All right, Coach Burns, you're up again here soon.
Yeah.
Maia, when you look at your softball journey as a whole, from growing up to high school, now to college, how would you sum it up? How would you describe it?
I would say it's been built off the foundation that I learned from my parents and my brother, and I think I just throughout the years have just I truly just love the sport. Like I just love playing softball. It's just that I get to show up every day and compete doing something that I love at a place that I love. But it's definitely something that my parents instilled in me young, and I had an older brother growing up too, and just like as you can imagine, the competition.
Yeah.
He went on to play college volleyball too, so it was just constant competition when we were younger, and I think that just really built my love for the sport, and that I've just continued to grow and carry on throughout my journey.
Did he make you play volleyball to help him?
Yeah, we actually come from more of a volleyball family. We used to, when I was younger, we used to take trips to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and we used to play as a family like beach volleyball. My mom still plays volleyball in a league right now.
That's incredible.
My dad used to play in a league. My brother's a volleyball coach at Bluefield University. Well, he's a GA right now, but he's trying to be a coach for women's volleyball. But yeah, we've always been a volleyball family, and then had some experience in basketball too. But I guess I really am just the odd duck playing softball. I don't know.
How did softball start?
I think that my parents just tried to throw me into as many sports as I wanted to when I was younger. It just started with t-ball and then in-house ball. My dad was always my coach growing up, so he took me to the field, worked with me all the time. And those are like some of my best memories growing up too. And I think it's so special to get to share that with my dad growing up, having him coach me. And, you know, like a lot of people, their experience gets ruined by having a parent as a coach, but I really think that he helped just grow me as a player and grew my work ethic. He was my coach in both softball and basketball. So, yeah, everything, all my work ethic is just to show from him. Yeah.
A healthy parent dynamic in terms of teaching you sports.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
For
awesome.
sure.
What would you say are some of the biggest challenges that you've overcome in your athletic career?
I feel like this is going to sound like a cliche, but I did tear my ACL in high school. So that one was a little bit rough, definitely. I tore it in basketball my freshman year. And a big part of that journey was kind of in the back of my head being like, am I going to be the same player as I was before my injury? But I think a big mindset switch that I had then, and I was so young, I was like 14, 15, but I'm so proud of myself looking back for having this. I was just like, I want to come back, and I don't want anyone to question whether or not I had like a knee injury at all. Like, I want to be even better than the person that I was before. I don't want it to be, she's good for tearing her ACL. I just want to be, she's good. Like, I didn't want anyone to know about it, nothing. I just wanted to just come back super strong.
Yeah, didn't want it to define who you were.
Yeah, no, not at all. So that's when like people see the scar on my knee and they're like, "Wait, you tore your ACL?" And I was like, "That's exactly what I wanted you to say." Like,
yeah.
I don't want it to be a thing that defines me in my career at all.
That sounds like a pretty powerful thing, especially as a freshman in high school, to have that type of realization that, hey, it happened, I'm going to recover, and then we're going to go play ball again.
Mm-hmm. And it also happened during COVID, so it happened during a really lucky time.
Yeah.
I got super lucky because I was kind of able to go through that recovery like inside, and I wasn't competing in any sports. I didn't even really miss a season. It happened right before like my freshman year of high school, like that season. So I just missed tryouts for softball, and I didn't really miss anything else, which I'm really lucky for. I'm really fortunate for getting that. So yeah.
The whole time frame seems like so long ago, but also yesterday.
I know.
It's crazy to think back on that. Maia, when you look at what this Ball State community means to you, you mentioned how much you love Ball State. What made you love this place from the very beginning?
Yeah, I think just from the start, just the people brought me in. I was recruited by different coaches, and I really loved those coaches. They were a big reason why I came too. But I was always told the advice of pick a school based on the girls, not the coaches, because the coaches can always leave, but the girls are really what builds up that environment and that culture. So it comes from like the people at the way beginning. Like someone that's sticking out to me is like Sammy Jo Mata and Jasmine. They just really made this place feel like home from the beginning, and it's something that now I also try to emulate with our freshmen and our newcomers, being able to make this feel like a family and welcoming them in.
The family word is a powerful word. I feel like within programs at Ball State, you see it across the board with a lot of schools, and a lot of schools use those words as, hey, we're a family. But I think the one thing that can be attributed to is you see it with your team. The last couple of years we've seen it. Coach Payne has been able to have an impact on that as well, but it seems like a lot of it's player-led, like you just said.
Yeah, and I think it also comes from, like, we take a lot of pride in our team bonding, and it just comes with hanging out together all the time and, like, genuinely caring about each other. It comes from the tough love moments when you have to hold each other accountable. Like, that's what builds that family-like atmosphere, being able to take criticism from your teammates, being able to, like, encourage other people to give you criticism to make each other better. Like, we're all here. We're not going to play softball forever, but we're trying to become the best people that we can, and the family environment really makes that possible here.
You mentioned play softball for as long as you can. What are some hobbies outside of the game for you?
I like to just listen to music a lot. I like to hang out with my friends. Something that definitely has started in the last year has been I've really built a passion for what I want to do in my future. I want to be a physical therapist, and this past year kind of got out of all the gen ed stuff, and I got around to getting into my core classes. I started shadowing physical therapists and strength and conditioning coaches, and just really passionate about that. Like, sometimes I spend my free time like studying for a certification that I want to take in the summer, and it like genuinely makes me happy, which sounds a little bit weird, but like I genuinely feel happy like studying and working towards what I want to do in my future.
Favorite artist? That's hard, I know.
All time, I'm a big Swiftie,
Okay.
but definitely have expanded my taste. I've really liked like Daniel Caesar lately. I like Tyler the Creator. Love SZA. I like a ton of artists. I love Doechii. I love a bunch of people.
Favorite SZA song? There's a lot. SZA's amazing.
It's a downer, but I really like Kitchen. Yeah.
It's a good song. It's a
Yeah.
good song. I don't think SZA has a miss, to be
She
honest.
does not have a miss, not at all.
Yeah, SZA's incredible. You talk about being physical therapy. Is that something that just came out of nowhere, or did you have an interest in it growing up?
I was interested in it since I was like 11 or 12. Like the first time I went to physical therapy, it was like for some plantar fasciitis thing. It was like a random thing just because I was like running around so much playing basketball and softball and doing all the things. But I don't really know like why I liked it so much. It just kind of always made me really interesting. Maybe I just really liked my physical therapist when I was younger. But I got to learn about it a little bit more when I went through my knee injury. And then when I was deciding what I wanted to do in college, I was just kind of like, oh, exercise science, of course. And I didn't really know, because I also have a minor in psychology, so I kind of kept that as a backup. Like, I'm interested in these two things, but I don't really know if I'm like how much I'm gonna like it. I was a little bit scared that I wasn't gonna like it, but I came in and I just like I love exercise science, and it's just like the most fascinating things to me. Two of my roommates are also exercise science, so we have like a bunch of our classes together.
That's great.
We study together. It's been great here.
Favorite spot on campus outside of the softball diamond?
I like to go in Bracken Library a lot.
Thank you. It's an underrated place on
It's
campus.
such an underrated
I love Bracken
place.
Library.
I went over the weekend and I found like the most perfect little corner in Bracken Library, and it had like a whiteboard in it, and there was like no people around, and it had like a big window by it, and it was like amazing. It was great.
That's the best spot on campus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. I would always go to the top floor, find a
top
corner,
floor.
and just hang out.
Yes. Whenever I'm like in the trenches in finals week, I go all the way down to the basement into one of those like chairs that has like the dividers.
That's right, yeah.
And I just like I'm making myself focus right now. Yeah.
On the whiteboard, do you like draw anything? Do you use the whiteboard?
Yeah, I'm actually, that's a way that I study a lot. I kind of just like, I study my notes and then I sort of just like brain dump onto the whiteboard and kind of like act like I'm teaching on the whiteboard. Yeah.
I love it. That's I love that we had Bracken Library. That's a win.
Yes.
That's a win for the agenda. Fun facts that people might not know about you. Anything come to mind?
I'm the only redhead in my family, so I look a little bit adopted. My brother, he's a brunette, and he's like 6'5", so I
Okay.
look absolutely nothing like him. Both of my parents are brunettes. Yeah, I'm like the only redhead in
Aunts,
my family.
uncles, nobody?
No, I have an aunt that's like a little bit of a redhead, but not really. So I can really get people to believe when I tell them, like, oh, yeah, I'm adopted, for sure.
Just play the storyline.
Yeah.
Just play the storyline. That's wild. I don't know. Is that common?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a recessive gene, so I feel like it's common a lot. But it's either like you see one redhead in the family, or like everyone's a redhead in the family. I feel like you never see like a few people, you know?
Interesting. Yeah. I guess I haven't really thought about it like that.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Maya, before we let you go, is there any message you want to send out to Ball State fans about Ball State softball this year?
Yeah, I'd say definitely come out to a game, see our energy, see the environment that I've been a part of these past 3 years now. It's in a playing environment like no other. Really, we have so much fun on the field. We hear it from every single person that comes to our game. We have so much fun, and just give it a try. Come out to a game. It's gonna be great.
Perfectly said. Maia Pietrzak from Ball State softball. Maya, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mick.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Have a happy Thanksgiving.